This afternoon, we've got beautiful blue sky. It looks gorgeous out there from the warmth of the studio here this morning, or this afternoon now, but we are looking at some much colder air for us as we're working our way through the day today. If you were up early with us this morning, we were in the teens, even some 20s, and that's all gone for most of us here now as that colder air is settling in behind the front that brought us the snow and the freezing drizzle and left behind some slick roads here today. So we're looking at some numbers that are coldest to the west. We're at 10 below currently in Devil's Lake. It's 1 below in Grand Forks, 2 above in Fargo, and then over to the east, still hanging on to some clouds and some slightly warmer air as that front is moving eastward, so it's taking a little longer to cool down there. We're into the teens right now in that area. Factoring in the wind that's been coming in with this change in weather, we're looking at the winds bringing down our wind chills quite a bit in the west. We've been under a wind chill advisory for some of these areas. Langdon, Devil's Lake still in that until 1 o'clock. We're seeing wind chills down into the 30s below, dangerous range. We're down to 22 below in Grand Forks, and it feels like 16 below in Fargo. Not so bad in the east, where the wind is not quite as strong, or it hasn't been, and temperatures are slightly warmer. But you can see it's been picking up now in Roseau, a gust to 25 miles per hour. That wind coming in out of the west or northwest this afternoon. And this is an improvement on earlier this morning. So little by little, this is getting better as that front continues to move eastward. You can see where that happens to be. We're looking at some movement here on our satellite map. That's where the cloud cover is. And beyond that, that's where we're dealing with the moisture with this system. The drier air is working in behind it. And we're actually looking down on the snowpack here with clear skies in the valley. So a few clouds to the northwest, but overall we're clear at the moment. Now, expanding the view, we're keeping our eyes on what's happening down in South Dakota. That's our next round of snow that's going to be lifting into the valley as we head into the late night hours for tonight and into tomorrow. So looking at conditions that are going to be once again on the snowy side heading into the forecast. So here's a look at things. This afternoon we get a little bit of a breather. We're looking at some sunshine coming up, temperatures that are colder to the west and, well, not as cold, we'll say, to the east. Not necessarily warm there either. And then heading into tonight, still pretty quiet. It's not until we get into the late night hours that we see that snow start to lift into the valley. This is 11 o'clock. We're starting to see some hints at it. And then into the overnight hours, we see this start to fill in more and more. And by the time we're waking up tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., you could see a widespread area of blue on the map with the heart of it in the southern end of the valley where we're expecting a little bit more snow. Heading into the rest of the morning, this is 8 a.m., still getting the snow, so drive time may be a mess for us again tomorrow morning. And then that continues to lift to the north and east as we continue into the afternoon hours. Around this time tomorrow, this should be tapering off. But behind that, we get another shot of colder air moving in. So we just kind of double down on it heading into the nighttime hours for tomorrow night. And so into those late night hours, we'll see those temperatures starting to dip yet again into those teens below zero by late Wednesday, and the Thursday morning time frame is going to be quite cold for us in the wake of this system. So snowfall potential with this round. The greatest bet for accumulating snow will be in the southern end of the valley, though all of us have a chance for seeing some of this snow. We're looking at maybe a dusting along the Canadian border up to a couple of inches, maybe 2, 3 to 5 inches of snow. Some of these places might see a band or two that gets in that 5-inch range here. But overall, about 2 to 4 inches of snow in the southern end of the valley. We're looking at a winter weather advisory tonight, starting at 9 o'clock into the noon hour tomorrow because of it. And heading into your Thursday, again, it's going to be quite cold, 21 below your start temperature, and we stay below zero through the day. Friday, we haven't even really talked about it much, but that's our next system that could be even more powerful. We're looking at snow and wind. The question is where will that heaviest snow track? Right now, Minnesota seems to be the focus for the forecast models, and we'll have more details on it as it gets closer.
All right. Thank you, Lisa.